Coach, on the eastern edge of the D.C. metro area in Landover, Maryland. That's where we are situated at FedEx Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Redskins. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Go. We're 20. Check 56. Time to go right now.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Check back.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's caught inside the 30. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Wentz now to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Haskins and the Redskins come up first and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Haskins looking to throw on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Geis. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Ready? Go to base. 53, Mike. It's a party now. It's a party now. Shift.
On first down, this is Geis. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
I'm coming after you.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Geis.
I got you, boy.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
53, Mike, 53. Check right.
Now a toss. This is Geis. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, tighten down.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. An Eagle first down, Wentz to Ertz. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Eagles 14, Redskins 3.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
They're going to need some therapy after this. Hey, check right.
To throw, it's Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
53, Mike, 53. Switch.
Haskins on third down. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. Now a give, right side, it's Geis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Yards to go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Third down, here's Haskins. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it.
It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
First down, Eagles.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 120! 56. Let's go, let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go. 56 to Mike. 56.
Second and 5 now. Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked to his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Geis. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll get this inside of Philly's 20 before being taken down. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 41 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Watch the screen.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
We play to win. Let's go.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Now a run with Geis. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 20-yard line.
Come on, set. Fix it, yard. Check 53 is mine. Let's go, D. Trump. It's going to be a long day on offense. It's going to be a long day. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Mike, 53, Mike.
On 3rd down, Haskins. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Coming to you, coming to you.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Wentz now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Wentz going to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Mike 56.
Again, it's Wentz. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down.
Come on, boy. You better be ready.
Now Wentz again. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now fourth down. So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
I'm coming after you. Slam, slam, slam. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 50. 22, check, cover.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is.
And got his man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 32 that time.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
Here we go. Check 31, check 31. Let's go. Come on.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Now
Haskins on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
At the 16-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Another run with Sanders. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here we go. 56. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy? 4-5-7. Give me some.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
First down.
Go. 56. Here we go. Time.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 25 yards to pick up there and also a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Man 5-7.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 33. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. It's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
You don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
At the 27-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one a first down pickup of 8. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Go, go. 180. You can't block me. You can't block me.
From the red zone now, Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd down, Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
I'm going back to you.
And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 56. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go. 180. I got
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Gain of 15. First down, Philadelphia.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Go. 120. Here we go, G. Get off the field.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Wentz on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
Done. 180. 56. Check 56. Watch the run. Watch the run. Done.
And they will take a knee here. The last two plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
And they take a knee. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41. And his kick is good. And that'll extend this lead now up to 25. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Haskins to throw it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Here's Love. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
On first down, it's Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. He's going to look deep for more. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. There he goes, left side. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 45 yards on the ground.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now Wentz will keep it. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want none.
It's a sneak. It's Wentz. And a loose football. And the Redskins scoop it. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18.
Next score, Eagles 34, Redskins 16.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 34-yard line.
Here we go. Squeeze, double. Single. Check number.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll run with Sanders, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Waiting. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass.